Platform.
A very warm welcome to this very first episode of The Platform. I'm your host Kamran Shahid, and my counterpart tonight is Niharika Acharya at Washington Studios Voice of America. We'll start with this very important question. This Pakistan-US alliance at this critical juncture of the history is an asset or a liability. Over to you, Niharika.
Ambassador Negroponte, to stick with the trust deficit issue, if people in Pakistan want to know how America can make itself a worthy partner to the sacrifices that Pakistan's been making in this war against terror, if you could speak a little to the disconnect that we see in what we hear in public, the U.S. administration's words on the work of the Pakistani government, and the sense that we get from speaking with analysts, from background, from officials, that all is not well in this relationship. Really, to be truthful, America does not trust that Pakistan has the same aim and has the same goals as America does in the region.
Well, I can speak from my perspective as when I was the Director of National Intelligence first, and then as Deputy Secretary of State. And certainly in my experience in both those positions, which involved extensive travel to Pakistan,
That's right.
I felt that there was a great deal of commitment, mutual commitment, towards common objectives. And I was also very much aware, and Foreign Minister Kasuri mentioned it earlier, and Ambassador Wazir, about the enormous sacrifice and cost that is being borne by the people and government of Pakistan. We are most appreciative of that. How can we make things better? Well, success would be one thing. There's nothing succeeds like success. So if we could have some successes in this war on terror, I think that would be important. Secondly, something to help Pakistan improve its economy. We have some legislation pending in our Congress for reconstruction opportunity zones. I think it would be very positive if the Congress could pass some legislation that would facilitate Pakistani exports to the United States. Working with Pakistan to help correct its energy deficit, which is very substantial, and it's another area where United States investment, technical assistance, and so forth could be of help. So I think one of the ways we can help is to try to broaden the scope of the relationship so it's not exclusively focused on the issue of the war on terror.
Yes, Ambassador, let me ask you another question from the other perspective. What does the United States expect of Pakistan? Are you happy, or is the United States happy with what Pakistan has been delivering so far? And Kamran, I just wanted to get your guest to answer that one after Ambassador Negroponte makes his point.
Well, I think that there's more to be done, but I'm certainly not going to get into the business of expressing happiness or unhappiness. As I said, we appreciate the great cost that's been borne by Pakistan.
What more do they need to do?
Well, I think that certainly the area of counterinsurgency, improve their capabilities in that area, do more to take on these people, particularly in the Fatah area. But I don't want to deprecate, I don't want to minimize what is already being done. But whatever it is, we need to do it together and in a spirit of cooperation. And that spirit is not always best served by providing a public bill of particulars on what it is that one side or the other can do to improve the situation. Sometimes that's taken the wrong way. It can create offense. It may not be articulated as well as it ought to be. So I think we need to be careful when we get into the business about telling other countries publicly what to do.
Yes, it's unprecedented aid that is coming from U.S. to Pakistan since 9/11. There's no doubt about it. But more aid, and there's more complaints that U.S. is receiving. I'll give you an example of Kerry-Lugar bill.
The Kerry-Lugar bill has a number of conditions. Most of them, in fact, are in conformity with the Pakistan Constitution, and all of them, in fact, were checked with the Pakistan Army. Pakistan Army officials were briefed on the Kerry-Lugar bill while it was in process. It's not a perfect bill. There are some problems with it, and even though I support it, there's some irritations in there. You'd rather have them out. But clearly, if Pakistan feels they're obnoxious, don't take the money, in a sense. But Pakistan needs the money. Pakistan needs it for its education, for energy programs, and so forth. So it's a unique and important breakthrough in American policy towards Pakistan.